Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on chasing the illusion. In today's video I'm going to be transitioning from what I usually do on CTI SS over into the public. You see, I usually do reviews on CTI SS, which is the secret Snapchat, but due to the fact that everybody likes it on the CTI SS, I thought that you guys who aren't part of the CTI SS would probably like to see the reviews as well. You know, I usually do the whole cardistry thing and cool transitions, well, what I call cool transitions, that you guys see, and I usually post on my Instagram and YouTube, but then afterwards I then go on and talk about the decks of cards or the trick or whatever. But I feel like this year I'm going to keep doing the cardistry stuff, and if I've got time to, or if I feel like a review's needed, I'll share it to the public and not just CTI SS. And if you can't tell by the title, today's review is going to be the first Playing Cards Holo Edition. I'm filming this video on my phone because for some reason my GoPro decided to give up on me, and that's the camera that I usually film all my videos on. So I need to go and get it checked. So I can't actually see what's in the shot. I can't see what's going on, but I'll try my best, which is great for a review when I'm supposed to be showing you stuff. So I'll be trying my best, and you know, maybe this video won't even come out. If I'm holding things up in the shot and you can't see anything, then I'll keep having to redo it until the GoPro's fixed. Who knows? Just a bit of backstory, I don't have all of the first playing cards. Well, technically I do. I've collected all of the first playing cards since the first V2s. And then I've got the first V3s, which are these ones with the leaves and stuff on them. I reacted to the trailer for that one. And then obviously we have the V4s, which are these ones, the red/white version and the black version. I did a video on them. I don't think I ever reviewed them, but I did do a video on them. But I did get a signed playing card, which happened to be the firsts. And it just so happens to be a signed Joker from Chris Ramsey himself. So technically I have one of all of the cards, but I don't actually have a full deck of the first playing cards, unfortunately. But we have now got the first Holo Edition playing cards, which is super exciting. If you are a magician or a card collector from the UK, you'll know how much of a struggle it is to get this deck of cards. So I am very, very pleased at the fact that I did manage to cop the first Playing Cards Holo Edition. As you can see from the tuck case, it is going back to its roots. It's going back to what the first playing cards looked like, and then obviously the first V2s, you can see what they looks like, the differences, and then obviously the first V3s as well. Very, very similar. In fact, from this to this, they have actually scaled it back a lot. It's actually looking a lot like the first playing cards. I'm going to keep calling them the first playing cards. They look a lot similar to these. Even the back design, which we'll get to, is very, very similar. More similar than the first V3s and the first V2s. But obviously you do get the holographic look on the outside, which looks great on camera, if it is picking it up on camera. Photos will look great with this. And I know they've got the holographic stuff on the actual deck itself, which we'll get to in a minute. Opening up the tuck case, you do get the classic Chris Ramsey logo on the tuck. On the little lip there. Do you get that on the first V2s? You do get that on the first V2s. Do you get it on the V3s? You get it on the V3s. And you get it on the... Yeah, technically you actually get it on all of them actually. So they've carried it on, even though, you know, the back designs are going to be completely different. So they've carried on the tradition there. I know the bottom of the tuck case does say the first playing cards company by Chris Ramsey. They do say that on all of the other ones in the same text and the same logo, apart from the V4s. different logo, and they also talk about where it's manufactured with the playing card company and stuff. So again, they've gone back to their roots with the original first playing cards. So yeah, they've really scaled it back, which I know a lot of people criticise the first V4 design. In a way, I didn't, because I really liked the fact that they were changing it all up. I really enjoyed the fact that Chris was experimenting in his creativity. And it's nice to go back, don't get me wrong, it's nice to go back. So I'm not moaning about it, because I liked the original design, and obviously I really liked the first V4 design. So I'm just excited to see what goes on from here, basically, if they carry on with the original design, or they carry on with the first V4 design, or they carry on with something completely different. Obviously, Chris Ramsey and the whole first playing card company do bring out decks of cards basically every year around the same time. So watch this space this time next year, right?
Hiya, Editor Chase here. I'm currently editing the video that you're watching right now, and in between the time of making this video and now, the time I'm making this little bit here, First Playing Cards, Chris Ramsey has released images of the new playing cards that he's bringing out with his new escape game thing. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the direction he's going in. I'm getting the deck. I'm definitely getting the deck. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Let's just open up the deck of cards. So yeah, here is the back design. You can see that they've got the holographic look on either side here and here. Just like if I get the first V2s out, you can see a very similar stuff. Obviously, this is the V2s, which is the dark version of it, but they've even got, you know, this one isn't holographic. The indices on the back, if that's the right way of describing it, indices on the back haven't got the holographic on it, whereas this one does. It's probably better if I show you the first V1 that I've got versus the holographic version, because these are very, I don't know if you're going to pick this up on camera, but these are very, very similar. Obviously, the original first playing cards went with the white, the V2s went dark with the black, and I guess the holographic, apart from the holographic bit on there, have gone somewhere in the middle with a more grey, and you can see that with the tuck case as well. Obviously, I haven't got the first V1, the first tuck case, but I've got the first V2, so you can see the differences between both tuck cases. It's somewhere in the middle of the firsts and the first V2s. One thing I did notice, and again, I don't know about the first playing cards if they did this, but with the first V2s and with the first V3s and the first V4s, although the first V4s were a different design to the first two, they did have like kind of different coloration with the faces of the playing cards. But I've noticed on, you know, with the holographic ones, they've gone literally standard faces for the court cards. Literally, there's no different coloration as far as I know. I might be completely wrong, but yeah, there's no difference for the coloration. It looks very, very similar to a standard deck of cards that you get from a pound shop. So in a way, it's deceiving, because, you know, first playing card company put so much effort with their design, the feel of the playing cards. So it's deceiving the fact that you can hand this out to a spectator and they won't think any different. You know, so it's not a bad thing, because I know how much effort they put into these playing cards, but it's kind of distracting from the fact of what you already know. Again, I can't say anything because I didn't get the firsts, so I don't know if they were any different. One thing I did notice, which I really, really, really don't like, and, you know, I'm going to be brutally honest with the reviews. CTISS people know how honest I am with my reviews. Where is it? The King of Hearts. On all of the King of Hearts, on every single King of Hearts, on the first playing cards, they've always had a reveal on there. A reveal of a playing card. And again, I don't know if they had it in the first, I'm pretty sure they did. But they don't have any reveals on this King of Hearts, sorry. So yeah, it's really odd. The only thing I can think about is, one, they forgot about it, or it didn't have it in the first playing cards, and have literally just copied and pasted what was on the original deck onto this one, just changing the back to a grey and adding the holo to it. Because whenever I go out and perform with the first playing cards, that is one of my go-to tricks. One of my go-to tricks is using that reveal on the playing cards. Even the first V4s with the different designs had that reveal on there, and it was the same card, and it's one of my favourite cards to force, either actually forcing or psychologically force. So yeah, I'm kind of stumped. This is probably going to end up being like a normal deck I go out with without setting it up, or or just a cardistry deck, something that I like playing cards with, which is a shame. I don't want to be rude, because Chris Ramsey is one of the reasons why I got back into Magic. Chris Ramsey and what he's done for YouTube, what he's done for magicians. He has changed the whole perception of what magicians are, even though he doesn't really do much Magic videos anymore. So I don't really want to be rude, but I feel like going back to the roots, although it was a good idea, and as much as I love it, it's missing a lot of the nuances that they had from the decks that I know, from the V2s to the V3s to the V4s. It's missing, the courts having the strange little colours that they had in there, to, like I said, about the colorations and the reveals on the King of Hearts. Obviously, this deck of cards does come with a duplicate playing card, and it does come with a blank playing card, whereas the V4s came with an actual gimmick that I used in the video for the V4s. So again, they've even scaled back what magicians can use. So without a reveal, without much in a way of gimmicks like they were starting to do with the V4s, this has kind of just turned into a card collector's deck in the best way possible. I wouldn't say this deck of cards is for a magician, unlike the other ones. I wouldn't say this deck's for a magician at all. It's definitely for card collectors or cardistry people, because the cards feel great. I don't want that to go anywhere. The cards feel great. They feel... Put it this way, I've had the first V2s until they've come out, and the first V2s are still very, very good to handle. They're still buttery smooth, even how many years they've come out, 4 or 5 years ago. I even had an advocate of the first V3s, and they're still in great condition, even though it's been in my pocket for the whole time. So it'll be interesting to see how well the first Holo Edition lasts. It'll just be interesting. I'm sure they'll last a long time like the other ones, because I don't think they've changed the feel of the playing cards all that much. But only time will tell, right? But that is the end of the video. I think I'll end it there. I do really like the first Holo Edition playing cards. I just prefer the other ones an awful lot from a magician's perspective. The next review that I'll be doing is probably going to be with these bad boys. Still not even out of its seal. If you follow this channel, you know how excited I've been about the Dark Dystopian deck. So this is going to be the next review, if I do another review. All I'm going to say is, if you've seen my first video of the Dystopian deck, the original Dystopian deck, you'll see the video that I did with all the background and the location. I'm going back there, and I've got a whole idea of what I'm going to do with this deck of cards for that video. So I'm super excited, not just for the review, but I'm super excited to get back into that location, get back into the world of the dystopian deck. So look out for that. But like I said, that is the end of the video. So subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this sort of content. Again, this is my first review I've ever done, so who knows if it'll hit off or not. Follow me on Instagram. I literally post whenever I do YouTube videos. I post little reels. I've been getting into reels recently, and I'll be getting into more of them this year. And of course, follow my CTI SS for all the behind the scenes, and you get all the videos before everyone else, before they go public. And it's where I properly talk about everything that you guys don't know about. It's from the heart, really. So yeah, check that out. That is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.